So I've been on self-improvement for about 2 years now. Um, Probably started somewhere around the COVID pandemic, and that's when I came across YouTubers like Hamza, and there's a few others that do similar sort of self-improvement things, and I was reading up about it, and I've been doing it for years. I mean, since I was like 15, 16, I'd been looking for ways to mainly to do with income and making money online. I was just looking for ways to improve my overall life. I've always wanted to be like a millionaire and have I'm really into cars, so I've always wanted to get some cool cars, live in a big mansion. But the thing for me is being able to have that financial freedom and being able to work whenever I want and work wherever I want and work on whatever I want to work on and make money from it. So I'm just making this video really to tell you guys about my current self-improvement journey and where I'm at with it. And I feel like I'm at that level now where I'm probably a bit further ahead with it than most guys are. There's a lot of people who want to make money online or get a better physique, go to the gym and improve the way they look, and have that sort of dopamine detox and get away from the sort of things like TikTok and procrastination and just that feeling of being lazy and kind of finishing work and getting home and then doing nothing with the day. And you have ideas in your head about what you want to do and you want to be productive and you want to work, but you don't have something to work towards or a goal or something to work on, or maybe you know what you want to work on but you just don't have the time or don't feel like you have the time to work on it. So I thought I'd just tell you guys a bit about what I've been sort of doing recently or over the past 2 years that's really helped me. And it ties in with this YouTube channel as to why I've made it and why I'm sort of documenting it. Hopefully some of you guys come along for the journey and get some value out of this. So here we go. So if you're watching this, I'm assuming you're one of the following or something that I'm about to say resonates with you. So you either live at home with your parents or maybe at uni. You might be at college or wherever it is, and you might be in a student accommodation or just living with your parents and you're living off of them. So they provide the food or pay for all the bills. Maybe you contribute some board money to that, but it's mainly your parents doing all the work. And maybe you're between 15, 16, 17, maybe you're in your 20s like me. I mean, I still live with my parents. I'm not ashamed of that. It is something I'm working towards not having to do anymore and getting out of that. But that again is all ties into self-improvement, and it's about that journey and getting to that point. Because nowadays, people are staying in the nest, if you want to say that, longer than we ever have before. I'm going to assume that you've got one source of income. So I mean, like myself, really, I pretty much just have one source of income, which is my job. I'm a digital marketer for an agency, and it's a pretty good job actually for my age. I'm 21 and I actually do quite enjoy my job, and it is actually quite a well-paying job, but it is at the end of the day a job. I'm working 7 till 3 every day. I'm getting up at about 6 in the morning. It's about a half-hour commute to get to my actual work, start at 7, and then I'm back home for about 4. So 75-80% of my day is pretty much gone. I'm usually tired when I get home from work, and then I've got to work further on my other things. And I do have other things going on at the moment, like this channel and just other things that I'm working on that I'm trying to scale to get to that point where they're profitable and make me some money. But again, that's all part of self-improvement, and it's getting to that level where you have a focus and you have something to work on, and it allows you to actually spend less time procrastinating and being lazy and playing video games, going on your phone, doing mindless things, and to actually work towards something. I'm also assuming you're the kind of person that dreams of having financial freedom and being able to, a lot of gurus online sell the dream of working from your laptop on something, whatever it may be, whether it's trading or drop shipping or print on demand, whatever it is, working on something that just requires an internet connection, a laptop, and you could be sat in the Maldives working and making money whilst you're on holiday and not being tied down to a office or anything like that. I'm assuming most of you guys watching this or whoever is watching this are wanting that. Or maybe you guys don't even know where to start. You want to start making money online, but you have no idea how. You've probably heard of dropshipping. You've probably dabbled in it. You probably Googled it. Maybe you've Googled it on YouTube and found this video. Maybe you've gone through other YouTubers and this video has been suggested. But you're essentially just looking for a starting place. And then you're also looking to quit your bad habits that are holding you back. Things like eating junk food, eating whatever you want, whenever you want. Not being disciplined with your diet and things. And overall just bad habits like that really. And then finally, I'm going to assume on top of all of this that you probably want to improve your physique. You're probably not in the best shape. If you're the kind of person who is just getting home and sitting down, playing video games, scrolling through TikTok, Instagram, then you're probably not in the gym. You're probably not eating very well, and you're therefore probably not in great shape. You're either skinny, no muscle, or you're a bit skinny fat where you have, skinny arms but kind of a little bit of a gut. And this is all side effects of just being lazy essentially. And self-improvement is something that you can start that is not only going to fix your fitness situation, but it's also going to put you in the right mindset to not be lazy, to reduce your procrastination and then eventually stop procrastinating and just being more productive. It's going to improve your mental health, and it's going to ultimately lead you to work better on the things that I'm going to tell you about today that could potentially end up being your career or end up being multiple streams of income or a stream of income in order to get you closer to that goal of financial freedom and being able to work from wherever you want, whenever you want. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not there yet. And the reason I started this YouTube channel is because something that Hamza told me, which is the kind of the YouTuber I look up to the most, who's taught me everything, and it's just amazing, honestly, is you need accountability. So you need someone or something to keep you doing these things. So I noticed that with my self-improvement, it's been a very slow journey, and there's been lots of things that I have done to do with self-improvement, like, trying to sort out my financial situation, making money online, setting goals, working towards goals, much less procrastination, completely stopped playing video games. Gym is a big one that I've really been successful in, going to the gym, fitness, but there's other things that I really need to improve on myself. I've still got a long way to go, but I might only be 1 step, 2 steps maybe ahead of you guys, whereas some people are years ahead of me. And maybe you can relate to me a little bit more because I'm still sort of in the same place that you guys might be, but maybe I can just help guide you towards that first step of achieving some of these goals that I listed out at the start of the video. So I'm going to break it down into 3 kind of key things that for me have basically got me onto that track or steered me into the right direction of self-improvement. And the first one is biggest one for me has been fitness. So if you're not going to the gym and if you're not doing some sort of physical exercise, if you're not training your body with weights, then you need to start doing that. That is, for me, it was the most important thing. I mean, I said this in my last video, but during COVID, I sort of had this realization that I want to go to the gym and gain muscle because I want to get a better body. But it wasn't just that, it was I need to do something else other than just play video games. I need to be like, okay, instead of spending an hour or 2 or 3 hours playing video games, why don't I dedicate one of those hours to doing something that's just different? It doesn't necessarily have to make, even like, when I first started, I wasn't very good at weightlifting, or I wasn't very good at going to the gym. I missed out loads of sessions and loads of workouts that I skipped, hundreds. But at least I was doing it, and now I do it consistently. Whereas if I hadn't started then, maybe I wouldn't be doing it now. Maybe I wouldn't be making this video now, and who knows what would have become of that. But the most important thing for me was fitness. So if you aren't already, you need to start going to the gym. You need to start going to the gym regularly, and you can Google all sorts of things online about how to get fit and certain workouts to do. Mike Thurston was a big YouTuber for me that helped with that kind of thing. So I definitely recommend checking him out if you want to get some advice on where to start with that. The second thing to get you on the sort of path of self-improvement would be... Okay, sorry guys, my mic just cut out there. So yeah, the second part of getting onto self-improvement, so we've mentioned fitness, is a dopamine detox. So dopamine is the chemical that's released in your brain. It's like a hormone that essentially is the sort of pleasure hormone, and it's that kind of, if you're bored and you just get your phone out and you just open up Instagram, or you open up TikTok, or for me the big one was YouTube. I love just watching YouTube videos, like pointless stuff, like games and things, or just anything on YouTube. I love watching YouTube. I've watched YouTube for like 4 or 5 hours a day, and it's none of it's it's like entertaining, and I get a dopamine rush from watching it. It's fun to watch, but it's a waste of time. It is just a complete waste of time. And the longer and longer that you allow your brain to just secrete dopamine, the less and less those things that were once pleasurable to you actually are pleasurable. So a good example is like eating junk food. If you're just constantly indulging eating junk food, eating pizza, donuts, chocolate, sweets, you get a dopamine rush from it. But then once you've eaten that, the dopamine goes away, and then it's back to feeling kind of bad. So, and then when you do go and eat that again, it's not as nice. Like, it's, the longer and longer you do it, the more consistently you do these bad habits, the less and less dopamine gets released each time. So you sort of chase the dopamine. So if you have a dopamine detox, it means getting off your phone, getting away from video games, getting off of Instagram, stop going through YouTube and watching videos, binge watching YouTube, stop binge watching Netflix series, stop eating junk food, and you kind of get into a bit more of a minimalistic sense of things. So, in my situation, I come home from work, I wake up, I try and get 9 hours sleep, 8 hours sleep, and then I wake up, I go to work, then I go to the gym after work, and then I want to sit down after the gym. I either go for a long walk and go do some shopping and get all my food in, and I come back, and then I want to work and do something productive. And at the moment I'm reading a book actually called Millionaire's Fastlane, another one recommended to me by Hamza, which is an amazing book so far. I'm not super far into it, but I actually really like it so far, and I can tell I'm going to really like it. And I'm already learning loads of things from it, and it's just the fact, like, I've just spent time doing that when I could have been watching YouTube, and it's like, thinking about it, it's such a waste of time when I could be actually learning something that's going to help my future self. So dopamine detox is a huge thing. And then the last thing is obviously kind of probably the thing that you guys want the most, but you think it is anyway, but you've got to get these other things sorted first, like the dopamine and detox and the fitness. But it's starting an online business. So truth of the matter is, if you guys work a 9 to 5 like myself, I'm 7 till 3, but it's the same hours. Excuse me. If you guys work a job like that, or any kind of just day job or whatever it is, it's probably not a great job. And the reality is, it's one source of income, and it's going to take a long time for you to work your way up in that company to actually get to the point where you're earning a lot of money to do the things you want to do and go on the holidays you want to go on, buy the car you want to buy. But even then, you're still in a 9 to 5. The reality of getting out of this and improving yourself and your financial situation is you're going to have to, in this day and age, set up a business online, especially if you want to make money quickly. Set up an online business, and you're going to have to dodge a few gurus and a few scams, but drop shipping is a tried and tested method of doing it, and it is doable. It gets a bad rep, but it is. Something that I'm currently doing and will be doing a video on my current sort of the current state of it is print on demand, which is about printing products onto canvases and mugs and things like that and selling them online, just making a website, and it's just a marketing game at the end. I mean, I'm in a good position because I'm a digital marketer, which is something I've worked towards being, and I was doing actually online business and making money from that before I was a digital marketer. So I feel like I've developed some really good skills in that industry that I'm definitely going to show you guys on this YouTube channel, so stay tuned for that. Things like that. Any kind of online business or YouTube. I mean, I've just very, very, very recently started on YouTube, and I feel like it's a skill that I need to work on definitely and get better at, but I'm going to keep uploading, keep making videos, and keep sharing the message, and hopefully that itself can become a stream of income, just like it could do for some of you guys out there. And then, so yeah, that's really my next step in this journey. That's the current sort of story, I guess, of the 3 things that I've done that's sort of steered me in the right path, or what I believe is the right path. And I feel a lot happier actually than I did maybe 2 years ago. But the next step for me is documenting all this, and I want to teach you guys what I do, and I kind of, I want to come across to you guys in a way that's pretty clear that I'm not super into this. I'm very, very interested in it, and I've been doing it now for a few years, but I feel like I'm not so far ahead in it that you guys, I feel like you guys could take my advice and implement it pretty quickly. So yeah, anyway guys, hope you found this video helpful in any way. If you got any knowledge from this video or any kind of value from it, then I'd really appreciate any comments or feedback that you have. And yeah, that's about it.